What's up, you guys? It's Jesse ADG here, back at again with another video. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about finance and investments. But first of all, I want to give you a little bit of a background on how I started my journey in the investment world. I started 2 years ago reading books about investing for the long term and reading books about how to invest in the financial market, how to invest in the stock market, how to invest in any type of business. So if you really want to know how I started and how I did my research and which books I read to gain this type of knowledge, leave a comment down below and I'll do a separate video on how I started, my mistakes, my failures, and how I moved and how I recovered from there. So today we're going to talk about some investment opportunities that I find doing research on my own, and I really want to share this experience with you guys so that maybe you can be inspired as well to start in your investment journey. A couple of weeks ago, the prices of oil went below zero, and it was due to the economic shutdown because we're not using as much oil as we used to do before when the situation was normal. We are not using it anymore for travel, airplane, cruises, and etc. The oil prices went below zero because the demand of oil have plummeted in the last few months because of the virus. And the prices of oil are heavily impacted by the game of supply and demand. Right now there is more supply than demand, because even if demand has slowed down, production has continued even if we are using less of it. And that has created an abundance of oil that has to go somewhere. Doing my research, I found out that in 2015 and 2016, the US ramped up their production of oil, causing the prices of oil to fall down because of too much supply. So I thought there was a similar opportunity in this day and age as well, because it's already happened in the past. So what is an oil future agreement or contract? I will play this video so you can understand better what it is.
Futures contracts, which involve one party paying today so as to secure a certain price and picking up the oil later on. Until the futures contract in question expires, you can sell it to other parties and therefore not have to worry about picking up the oil. But what if an oil futures contract expires tomorrow and the market participants know there is no demand for said oil and they would be responsible for picking it up and storing it? Needless to say, you wouldn't rush to buy that contract from its existing holder, and on the contrary, would expect to be paid for the headaches involved. And there we have it, a scenario which makes it clear why oil prices can even go negative. Simple enough?
Now that you have knowledge about what is an oil future agreement or contract, I'll just tell the fact that a lot of countries produce it cheaper than other countries. For example, I know that Saudi Arabia and Russia produces at a cheaper price than the other countries around the world. And right now they are ramping up their production to outpace the other companies around the world, just to basically put them out of business in the future, in the long run. In all of this, they have created a problem of logistics, which means that producing this abundance of oil, they have created an outage of storage, and it essentially means that they don't know where to put these barrels of oil anymore. So it's cheaper right now for you to take it off their hands than for them to figure out a way to store it somewhere. And unfortunately, normal people can go to these companies and ask these barrels of oil to get paid like 25k per contract. It would be pretty cool to get paid 25k per contract just to take barrels of oil at home. It would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, it's not possible. Instead, these barrels of oil are stored in giant oil tankers that can take up to 2 million barrels for the cost of up to 300k a day. Yeah, 300k a day. After all my research, this is the strategy that I came up with. Oh, you have come so far in this video? Why not as well click the subscribe button, click the like button. You know what? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have you done that? Great. Let's continue. An oil tanker company called Nordic American Tankers, and this company has been in this business for almost 20 years or more than that. On a normal year, they ask about 25k a day for storing these barrels, but because of this virus and because of the lack of demand, they can charge more, and they can charge up to 60k a day. So recently I was just listened to an interview of the CEO of Nordic American Tankers, and he was basically saying that there has never been a stronger market than right now. So right now there are a lot of oil tanker companies, but I chose this one because they had the strongest balance sheet, and they have been in the game for a long period of time, so they know what they're doing. And I'm investing in this company because of the rise of the demand of these oil tankers. I'll also link down below the interview of the CEO of North American Tankers, so you can see what I'm talking about and get an idea of what I'm saying right now. So right now let's jump into my computer so that I can show you at what price I bought the stock. So I bought the stock at around $5.52, and I noticed the first spike after the news of the price of oil going down around the 16th, 14th or 16th of April, and as soon as the news came out, the price went up from like 351 to 440 or 450ish. So I decided to jump in as soon as I possibly can, and I thought that a good price was $5 to get in. And right now, based on my calculation, I'm hoping that the stock will go up to 10 or 15 at least, because in the previous years, in 2015 and 2016, the stock was at $15, and there was a similar situation to this. So that's why I'm hoping that it will go in that direction, and also because and I also think that it might go even further than that because of what the CEO said about the momentum and how good the market is right now for them and for the company. So my safe bet is $10 to $15, and the best scenario would be the price of the stock hitting $20 to $25. I don't know. I'm not going to disclose obviously how many shares I bought, but I'm going to keep this stock for about like 6 months to 1 year. It's a little bit of a short-term thing. I usually hold stocks that I pick forever. Like if I choose a company, I just stick with them. I'm also invested in Tesla and Uber, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know this was a video that is not really correlated to the other videos that I did, but right now I'm just trying to just throw shit at YouTube and try to understand what picks up. And also I want to share this experience because this is also part of my life and part of what I'm doing in Germany and part of what I'm going to be in the future and part of the future money that I'm going to make. So If you like this video, just drop a like down below, go right down below, click the subscribe button, and yeah, if you enjoyed this video, recommend it to your friends. If you like me, recommend it to your friends. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and see you next time.